Hey everybody, AcedTyler here. Welcome back to Let's Play Diddy Kong Racing. In the last episode, we got the first TT amulet in Dino Domain, and in this episode, we are going to enter World 2, Snowflake Mountain. And Snowflake Mountain is, well, of course, obviously not just snow-themed, of course, your, average kind of, well, snow-themed level, I should say. Which would be appropriate enough to do this one, considering we're just 1 month away till December. And, like, even right around now, they're already putting up Christmas stuff in places like stores and whatnot, and playing Christmas stuff. Even though it's too early for that, they keep on doing that lately. Well, just in more recent years. Anyway, I'm going a little off topic. So first track is Snowflake Mountain, Everfrost Peak. Yeah, not much else to say about this one. Although even though this track has you at the plane by default. After beating this one, then I mean you'll still be able to race in the with the cars, but it's mostly like kind of like hills and whatnot. But it is a track that has you it lets you be able to race with a car, but by default we're just gonna use a plane, of course. There's also one more power-up balloon that I never got to mention. We've been seeing those a few times. Well, actually, yeah, like that one there. This right here is a rainbow balloon, and what that does is actually a magnet balloon. And if you are not in first place, and if you're right behind somebody, and then if you use that one, then the magnetism will actually pull towards the other racer, allowing you to get close, and then you can just be able to get past them. And then if you upgrade those balloons, then the magnetism actually gets stronger. So like no matter how far you could be, then you'll be able to get to that other racer closer. If you're in first place, though, then that power balloon is that power balloon is relatively useless. Like it'll just do absolutely nothing if you just activate it. And yeah, that's about it. So I think that's pretty much all the power balloons that's been covered. Just the last one that I never really got to go over. I mean, we did see that in Jungle Falls, but it's actually on the upper section, and we can only reach that by airplane. Well, after we beat that course, and then we use other vehicles, and we can only reach that by plane. Because, like I said, there are some areas in which you can be able to use other vehicles to get across instead of just a car, like, mostly the airplanes, for instance. I do believe that pretty much every single one of the racetracks allows you to use the hovercraft. Even in Hot Top Volcano, yes, you can actually use the hovercraft in Hot Top Volcano and be able to ride the hovercraft on lava, and with no hill effects whatsoever. So, I mean, they should have already had their flesh mounted on by now. They should have already died. Video game logic at its finest. Anyway, track number 2, Walrus Cove. This one has a couple of gimmicks, like this one right here. It's kind of a loop-de-loop, kind of like those loop-de-loop pathways in Sonic the Hedgehog. You just go a little faster like you can see right there. It's actually, I thought it was kind of cool just seeing that when I was a kid, just going up the that loop-de-loop thing. There's also one other obstacle that we'll be getting to up ahead that you want to be here. Like if you were to ever go off track, like this I think this lake of ice right there, if you actually land on that one, it actually bounces you back over the track, and so it kind of does. Oh yeah, see, there we go. That's the magnetism, but I'm only in first place, and so that's completely useless. But yeah, that little lake of or just a pond of ice or whatever it is, it'll just bounce you right back to the track, but then it kind of slows you down as well, so the other racers will just go past you as a result. I guess that's all there is to say about it. Yeah, Snowflake Mountain is basically just, your typical average snow-themed world. Oh, look at that, representation on Nintendo on the walls, or the Nintendo logos. Oh, and Eddie Forever on that one. How cool is that? Also, I do want to say, though, I never really got to talk about the soundtrack, though. Yeah, I have to say, this game really does have a great soundtrack, and, because of that, the soundtrack actually is composed by David Wise, which you'll know him as the same guy who composed the Donkey Kong Country games, and, just like with Grant Kirkhope, David Wise is such an amazing composer, with all these great tracks, and, with Donkey Kong Country 2 soundtrack being my absolute favorite, and, this game is no slouch either, and, especially the boss challenge, the boss theme in this game. I fucking love that theme. I love it so much. It's such a great track. And just hearing all that really does feel nostalgic, all in all. Yeah, David Wise is such a great composer. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. I go first place, and then I run over this tire, or I mean this oil slick. Yeah, there's my reward for that, for winning first place. Yeah, thanks, assholes. All right, so track number 3, Snowball Valley. Snowball Valley is actually a kind of a short course, though. Like, it doesn't really last long. There's actually two branching pathways you can do. We can take the one on the lead, which usually I like to take a lot. Like, over this way, yeah, this little tunnel right here, and Bumper is getting ahead of me. But yeah, it's a pretty short course there. Although the only obstacles that you'll be coming across are the snowballs. I mean, it is called Snowball Valley for one thing, but yeah, just watch out for the snowballs because they could squish you. And then we can just take the path on the right. Yeah, you'll definitely be needing to take both the pathways to get for the Silver Coin Challenge because that's where they could be located. And so, yeah, I think by the time we get to the Silver Coin Challenge, then yeah, this is actually where some of the Silver Coin placements can be absolutely dickish. So that's kind of a heads up right there. What else there is to say? Oh yeah, actually, yeah, there's also one more thing I do want to say though. Now I gotta switch there. So the availability to play this game, though, I will have to say, like, to those of you who might be thinking that that there could be other ways for playing this game, like, you know, on a virtual console and whatnot. Sadly, though, this game does not have a virtual console release, like, not even on the Wii U or even the or even the Nintendo Switch Online, which I guess could be a possibility considering that Banjo-Kazooie is on the Nintendo Switch Online. So I mean, you know, I'm sure maybe they could try Diddy Kong Racing for the Nintendo Switch Online. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so track number 4, Frosty Village. I was thinking of like Walrus Cove or something like that, but no, we got done with that. I guess the music is kind of similar, but just with different tracks or just different instrumentations. But yeah, this is Frosty Village, and it's actually another track which I actually kind of find beautiful though. Like especially when we get to that the next section after this tunnel here. Also, this music here is so amazing. I really love this one. Yeah, this I actually kind of like the look of this pathway here. It's kind of like it's a little foggy with all the snow, but it looks kind of pretty here like that. But I really do love this theme right here. It's such a beautiful sounding track, I gotta say. So yeah, anyways, yeah, there's actually really not much of a way to ever play this game in other ways. Like because so obviously enough, I am actually playing this on my N64 console because, well, it's literally the only way to play this game because there's no other ports for that. However, to those of you who actually don't know, actually a lot of people don't even know about this, this game does have a remake for the Nintendo DS titled Diddy Kong Racing DS. And, well, it's not so great, I gotta say. I mean, it does have some new features, one thing, which I can appreciate the remake for, such as, you know, new tracks that you can customize your vehicles, and, of course, you know, I guess some couple other features I'm trying to think, but that's all I'm thinking of. But it is definitely a letdown, though, especially with the presentation, because it feels kind of rushed, like, especially cutscenes. And not only that, though, Banjo and Conker, they are not in the game at all, and that's mainly because since the game came out in 2007, which is, you know, a few years after Microsoft's acquisition of Rare, and you know, since Rare owns the rights to Banjo and Conker, and so therefore Microsoft, they won't be in the game. Instead, they're actually replaced by Tiny Kong and Dixie Kong, which you remember Tiny Kong from DK64, and of course, you know, Dixie from the other games. So they added those two. But yeah, other than that, it's very much of a letdown. I used to have the game, but I traded it in, though. But I'll probably have to eventually rebuy the game at some point for, you know, something maybe a live stream. Anyway, so with all the tracks clear, now we're at the boss door, and now here we have the boss of this world.
Well done! Now I challenge you to a race.
Alrighty, and this here is Bluey the Walrus. And for this race, well, this guy's pathetically easy, I gotta say. Like, no joke there. Just like with Tricky, this is another point A to point B race where you just basically ride down the slope. And yes, the default race for this is, or the default vehicle for this is the hovercraft, which of course prepare for a bunch of clunky steering because, yeah, like I said, the hovercraft sucks. So yeah, they decided to just go for a hovercraft. You know, considering you're just going down a slope of a mountain, which I believe is just a mountain. So yeah, this race, well, I know you're seeing here that I'm kind of struggling a bit here because I keep on running the trees, but you know, it's basically because of the hovercraft, because this thing sucks. Which is why I keep hovering the trees, and I'm kind of having a hard time. But other than that, though, this race is actually pathetically easy, and Bluey is actually a total pushover for this one, because like literally you can just go way ahead of him. Like he's pretty slow though. So like you can just keep on going and just use the boosters here, the blue balloons, and then he'll just still fall behind. And there are no obstacles either. Like yeah, see, I'm already at the finish line here. This guy is pathetically easy. He's not even trying at all. Yeah, he's a total pushover, I gotta say. So yeah, there we go. Now we're done.
Well done! Now try my new challenge. Collect all the silver coins from the snow world. Collect 8 from each level and win. Then come back and see me.
Take your finger off the accelerator just before you hit a zipper. Oh, thank you. As if I already don't already know how to do that, which I've been doing a lot of times. But of course, you know, it's for those who hasn't done so. Then that's what you do. So yeah, that was Bluey. Pathetically easy, I gotta say. But with that, now we have the silver coin challenge to do, and so next time on Let's Play Diddy Kong Racing, we're gonna do that. So until then, see you guys later.